So, how do you feel about like the current state of the producer scene in ATL, and like, are you open to work with more producers,
Oh yeah,
or have you worked with a lot more producers?
I'm definitely open to work with more producers. Even when it comes to that, I've really only worked with like my people. You know, like I lock in with my people, but I really been kind of on my solo wave recently, and but I feel like the state of producers is like the best it's ever been.
Yeah, for
Like they
sure.
really getting respect now. Hold on, bro.
Okay, so like, what could someone expect when they trying to lock in with you? Like, they trying to be in the studio and rock out with you for a couple songs, or a mixtape or an album or whatever.
The main thing, there's no box. We not in no box. We can take it from here to here. It don't matter. You gonna get my 110%, bro. Like I'm not gonna put my name or put. I don't want anything I'm associated with to sound like it's not complete. You know,
Yeah.
not like done well. So we're gonna do it till it's right.
So, and with that, like, so it doesn't matter whether an artist got a million followers or 1,000 followers. You locked in the same way every time.
Every time. And to be real, an artist with a million followers, he probably not gonna pay you.
Yeah, he don't think just because you,
like you know,
yeah,
like he
just
gonna
because you
think
got the
owe
look.
that to him. Like nah.
Yeah. So, have you dealt with any like bad business in the industry, or?
Nah, I really haven't, cause I'm the type of guy. If you don't send the payment, like I'm not gonna send the beat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, well, I mean, there's people I work with where the relationship has been built. And, you know, we can make the song, and I'm not worried about getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So I like that I can build a relationship with people, cause the music comes out better when it's not all about like money. The music comes out better every time.
So I don't know if you heard of this term in the music industry, but I wanted your opinion on it. Have you like what's your opinion on the word like industry plant? Have you ever heard of industry plant?
I've heard that term, but
Do you believe in it? Cause I don't know exactly what it is, but I always wanted to ask somebody who's around the industry, like what do you interpret that as? Like
I
an
mean, I
industry
guess I
plant?
would say an industry plant is just somebody who like it might seem like they're not trying, you know, like
I took it as like maybe it's like okay, say you a producer on the
uh-huh,
scene, and you got your cousin become a rapper, right?
yeah,
Maybe you like this my cousin, so he locked in with me regardless.
uh-huh.
But I don't see that's just like nepotism. That's how everything works.
I think,
Whoever's on gonna put their people
yeah,
on.
I feel like anybody could be an industry plant if you never heard of them before.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody's known that they was
Yeah.
doing music. You don't just make a song your first time and like you hit. You know,
Yeah,
like,
because it's like okay, so you've been grinding with the
Yeah.
producing and all of that. It's like if another producer was to come just because this producer is such and such
Mhm.
cousin,
Mhm.
he might get that placement that you
Yeah,
deserve. Like, how do you
exactly.
feel about that?
I mean,
It is what it
if
is,
they
kind
be,
of. Or
if they
yeah.
like to be like, you kind of got to know that if your beat might not fit somebody, you know, not everybody gonna fit your beat. So there might be another beat that could have like been for that person, but it never got played, you know, something like
Yeah.
that. So it's really all about timing, bro, and like how shit just happens to like add up.
So, like, have you dealt with any labels yet, or are you still on the independent grind? Are you willing to sign to a label if things were right?
Really, what I'm looking for now, if I had to sign anything, I would want like a pub deal instead of
pub deal?
like a contract. But I want to be able to like push my own artists because
Yeah.
I want to be the label myself.
Yeah,
like,
for
you know,
sure.
I'm not really trying to be under a label because, I mean, for the push, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been analyzing this shit
Yeah,
for like,
so
for
that's
like
that's
years
important
now,
though. Like, how important is it? Like, people need to know that. Like, instead of just signing anything, how important is that to know what you signing and sign the right thing? Because you don't want to be like signed and get shelved
Yeah.
and have like you owe the label money. You don't want that because
You
you
don't want
could you
that.
could get shelved like
Yeah.
and owe the label hundreds of thousands of dollars.
If
So
you're not hot as this person, like
Mhm.
I'm sorry, like you second now.
yeah, for sure.
But,
That's
I would say, I mean, it's hard to think about it like this when you don't have the money.
yeah.
But you're going to get more money if you do it yourself.
That's a big thing. Like most people might take that $80,000 advance if you still at mom's crib and you don't got no money at all.
Mm-hmm.
some people might take that 15, 20K and sign when maybe in a year and a half or two, you get the placements and you get what you really deserve. Yeah. But it depends on your situation, because I think some people may need to sign, to get out of certain situations, and as long as you got your foot in the game, you can kind of maneuver and maybe try to get your way out of it. But it all depends, because it depends. But I just wanted your take on that.
It matters about the people you trying to like be with too. Like some people are actually good people, bro. And, like they want to see you win. Like there's really people like that. I have people that are like willing to help me.
Yeah.
I'm just not really trying to sign no paper.
Yeah.
Like
does that get like misconstrued with like, yeah, bro, I mess with you, but I'm not trying to sign no paper right now? Does that like make the business mess up, or even like the chemistry y'all got? Cause he might, or whoever might think, okay, I'm a sign him, but you like
actually, this person I work with, me like and my manager kind of got into an argument because of that, like just thinking they was out to get us. I feel like that's just like Atlanta mentality.
Yeah.
I just feel like everybody like out to get me.
Yeah.
So, but we ended up like he real cool, bro. I think that just kind of like showed him like we not little bro, like we not about to just let you walk all over us and stuff like that.
Yeah. So,
but signing for 20,000, they hitting PPPs for 20,000.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, for
I'm not
sure.
signing that.
How important is it to know like your self-worth, especially in a music business that generates billions of dollars, when you might not have $1,000 to yourself?
Very important, bro. Very important. I mean, there's times where when I started, I sell a beat like I got you a beat for $10.
Yeah.
$10. That's it. But
yeah.
Now, never. I'll never do that.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, you just gotta stay down, man.
Yeah, stay
Your
down.
journey not gonna be the same as everybody.
It's not,
journey.
And I think sometimes comparing yourself to people is like a thief of joy for real. Cause like if you compare yourself to the next person, you will never win like that. You gotta run your own race with everything.
And I be watching, like I said, I watch a lot of interviews. You gotta have your own sound. Like if you making tight beats on the YouTube, I mean you can eat off the YouTube. I'm not down on that at all, but that's not your sound, Like you're using somebody else's sound.
Have you experienced anybody like low key stealing your sound or trying to jack your sound? And if so, before you answer that, if so, have you done it to anybody, or you just try to be as original as you can and be in your own type of lane? Because some people might do it to feel like this is the wave, this is the sound, and I gotta eat.
I definitely try to incorporate like different sounds into.
Or it could be like somebody inspired you to do something. Yeah.
There's times where I've been making the beat and I'm like, why am I trying to make this like a this person type beat? Like I'm gonna just do it my own way. There's times where I tell myself that like, bro, do it your own way.
Yeah. How hard is it to stick to that though? Because like I said, like it's like the music business is $1 billion business. And like, you can have love for something, but eventually, like everybody wants to like make money off of something they love, whether it's $50,000 a year, 100 or 100 million, because you still got to fend for yourself. Like, is that a difficulty you see in others, or have you ever experienced that yet?
I think when people, I mean, like you really going off the reactions of people, bro. Like if I'm gonna study something, I study how people react to songs. So like, okay, they like this. Okay, I can take that and like put a little bit of sauce on it and make it like this, So people telling you like, oh, this is different. Like this hard. Like, I ain't heard nothing like this. Like that's gonna kind of keep you going. Like okay, I think I'm onto something now.
Yeah. So with that, do you take opinions on how to make a beat, or are you like just let my mind work? Like this my.
I take opinions on like ideas, but if you're trying to tell me how to like run the program, like, I'm not hearing that.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it. So like if you had to judge yourself on how much you've improved, and what more do you think you could improve to like take you to that next level, to where you like, okay, like now I know I'm like solid.
I be telling my manager this all the time. Like I just unlocked a new level, bro. I'd say. I mean, I don't know how many levels like I got to my music, but I feel like I just really got started. Like, I just really got comfortable like doing all types of genres and stuff like that.